What's going on, everybody on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, hit that like and sub button, man, for all your daily Dokkan content needs and news. And if you're returning, thank you so much for the support on this channel. So guys, intro aside, we are continuing on our tier list tour. We have a lot more tier lists to cover. This is going to be the Super STR one. Obviously, Super STR is insanely powerful. So I hope I did a good job grabbing all those amazing units. Definitely let me know in the comments below whatever units that you guys disagree with on a placement or anything like that. We could definitely discuss. It's all fun. This is all coming from just how I feel about these units, right? So let's go ahead and jump into it with the number 10 spot. So the 10th spot is actually Whis. Whis is absolutely phenomenal. Amazing dodging capabilities. You know, he's amazing next to physical Dokkan Fest Beerus. He does a lot for him. You know, he's also a 50% support buff for Beerus whenever he's on rotation with him, which is insane. And then of course he's also CO super attack, and he lowers attack and defense. He's amazing for Extreme Super Battle Road. You could definitely bring him into the legendary Goku event, but unfortunately that last phase he does get absolutely demolished. So definitely would say you know, he's a phenomenal unit, definitely worth all the praise that he gets. Like him a lot, think he's very solid, very fun unit. I got him basically recently. I did not actually get him on the Beerus banner. I got him a bit later on, and honestly I really enjoy him. I think he's a a great unit. He has a lot of power to him, very strong unit, very fun to use, and just in general I really enjoy him. So Whis is at number 10. At the number 9 spot, I actually brought in Super Saiyan 3 Goku Xeno. He is a very strong unit. He's great for Extreme Super Battle Road. He has a high chance to stun the enemy. He guards against all attacks, and he gets an extra 50% attack when performing a super, and he reduces damage by 7% per Dragon Ball Heroes category ally. So basically there's not many, like whenever there's, I think there's an Extreme Super Battle Road for Super Saiyan 3. If there is one, let me know. If there isn't, there should be one coming up, obviously. They'll make one for that stage. But obviously this guy in the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Xeno would definitely be a good rotation for that. Even though the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is not that great defensively, he will be getting this man here some damage reduction. So you could definitely work around it. There's a lot of, hero units in Super Saiyan 3, like Super Saiyan 3 Trunks. So you could get this guy to a decent amount of damage reduction on top of his guarding, on top of stunning, and on top of his defensive capabilities. He is a very strong unit. Very good. Like him a lot. Definitely deserves to be in the top 10 recognition. Going on to number 8, I actually have the GOAT himself, Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. This man was a amazing free-to-play unit when he came out. He has still, withstood the test of time from that 2018 mark. He is still a very godlike unit. He stacks attack and defense in his 12 key and greatly raises attack for 1 turn on his 18. And then he has a pretty good key boost with, he raises key up to 10, the less HP remaining, the greater the key boost, which is great. And then of course it's normal 80% attack and defense. This guy has aged very well. Still not a bad unit. I would always say that this unit will always have use. I still use them for certain events. Like, if you're trying to rock a free-to-play legendary Goku event run, this man is your guy. So definitely get him done if you guys haven't already. And I definitely believe that he deserves to be on this list. So going on to number 7, we got our boy EZA 1000 day, well 2000 day now, Goku. You could get his EZA medals if you've logged in for 2000 days, which is insane, but he has a very good EZA. I like him a lot. He has a great support type, SA. He does a lot. He stacks basically infinitely on attack and defense, but obviously it's a very slow stack because I believe it's what, 2000? Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, he's fine. I like him. You could get some pretty good numbers, pretty good link set. But the fact of the matter is, I'm about to hit my 1000 day video, and yeah, this man is 2000 days away. So I got a long time. We got a couple years, so we'll see. Them dropping that kind of I guess says that they think the game's gonna last a long time. So obviously that's good news for creators, including myself. But yeah, like they obviously want to drop that EZA if they didn't think that this man was going to get a if we were not going to get a big time buff or anything for the game. So hold on, guys, give me 1 second. And okay, guys, we are back. Sorry, I had to go ahead and respond to something. So we are back at it. So there we go with Goku. Basically, sorry for the, I guess to just sum it up, great unit, great, I love his support type, super attacks, fun unit, great unit, not gonna be able to use it for a long time. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on. So that is, let me see, 10, 9, 8, 7. Here is number 6. Kaioken Goku. So I gotta say right now, I do like this unit. I think he's a pretty good unit. I don't think he's like super top tier, but he's not a bad unit at all. He does a lot for the rotations with his Spirit Bomb. He has a good link set. He's on a lot of great teams, and ultimately his biggest thing is that he just takes a long time to build up. That's like primarily his biggest issue, but he is a pretty good offensive unit. Fortunately for harder events and stuff like that, he's not the greatest, but other than that, I do think he's okay. I mean, his offensive capabilities are very good. Very fun unit. He's a fun unit. That's the best way I could put it. He's just fun to use. I do think he definitely belongs on this top 10 list. I definitely do think he is a very good Dokkan Fest, and I think he's a good lead, and he's just a good unit all around. So I know a lot of people do not like this guy because of his defense and how long it takes him to basically get his stuff going, but other than that, I think he's a great unit. So let's go ahead and move on to number 5. Number 5 on the list is actually Dokkan Fest Kefla, a very formidable gal. I absolutely love her. You guys, if you guys have been here for a while, when she came out, your boy was dropping videos on this girl left and right. I absolutely love her. I think she's a great unit. She stacks attack all the way through all her transformations, which is great. She has a pretty good dodging chance on her passive skill as well. The only unfortunate thing, it's like for this Kefla, Super Saiyan 2 Kefla to be maxed out, you kind of need to have Kabe making those STR orbs, but other than that, she is phenomenal. Love her a lot. You could even say she's better than the number 4th spot, but definitely feel like he still has a lot of value to him, and that's actually going to be Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I think Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is still a very strong unit. He has his uses. I mean, he's definitely he could hit 7 million attack stats after the link update, just stuff like that. Obviously, that's through a lot of crazy means, but he could still hit very hard. He's not the most greatest defensively, especially since he only gets that massively raised defense on his 18 key, which is a bit unfortunate, but other than that, he's still pretty solid. He does get his main defense buff at the start of turn versus Goku, where he has to build up his defense while Vegeta already has it. So that's a 1+ for him. He has a pretty good chance of, medium chance of hitting any super attack, and he has the counters, which obviously I'm factoring in on top of his passive skill being, his active skill, being implemented, during this turns. He's a very strong unit. Great guy, love him a lot. Super duper top tier unit still, in my opinion. I think he's aged a bit, but he's still pretty solid for Extreme Super Battle, especially if you last to those 4 turns, and he does drop to 3 million attack stats at 55%. But obviously he could go way beyond that, right? That's something that I definitely got to admit. He could go beyond that now, so that's very good. And then obviously Kefla and him, you could definitely switch out if you would like. But I think it's fair to keep giving my boy some praise. Give him some spotlight. I do think he's a number 4 spot. So let's go ahead to number 3. Number 3 is UI Goku, and number 2 is Gogeta. So you could easily swap these two. All right, it's just they get the same percent buff, so they're both getting that double 77%. The only difference is Goku dodges and Gogeta needs super attacks, but he also is effective against all types, which I do like that a bit more. But of course, you could swap the two. In my honest opinion, like Truth has, I think UI Goku close to number 1 or 2 or 3 or something around that. He definitely has them over the fusions. But obviously, in a 11 turn scenario, Gogeta will look better because obviously a 8-9 million attacks that effective against all types is like a 10-12 million. It's insane. But UI Goku can hit those numbers. So again, if you guys want to swap these two, go ahead. I've always just enjoyed Gogeta a bit more than the UI Goku because again, it's not so much RNG based. Goku is heavily RNG, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. I just don't personally like RNG units. I mean, I like, obviously he's on the list, he's in the top 3, but of course if I were to look at another unit with the same percentage buff, I'm going to want to give it to Gogeta, especially since the super attack, he does raise defense on his super, which unfortunately UI Goku does not do that. I kind of wish he did, but it's fine. Other than that, UI Goku is still phenomenal. 70% chance to dodge for 7 turns. 50% after that is still very good. And then my boy Gogeta is still a complete GOAT and an amazing unit. And then number 1 should be pretty obvious. Yes, the boy Goku and Vegeta slash Super Vegito unit is definitely my number 1 choice. I think he's a very, very strong unit, very prevalent. He has 30% damage reduction, raises attack and defense for 1 turn on his super attack. He gets 120% attack and defense, and he does get a medium chance of launching an additional super. And this man right here could arguably be one of the greatest things in the game, where he, you know, does the same thing on his super. He recovers HP, 150% attack and defense, and a medium chance of performing a critical hit. So this guy at 55% is absolutely bonkers, insane, stupid, everything in the book. I love this unit. Very, very good unit. I think he's a very strong man for that number 1 spot. And yeah, I think that's a pretty good way to end it. I'm not going to go into too much. I guess I could more. You know, like Vegito is going to be great for Super Battle Road, Extreme Super Battle Road, Legendary Goku event, Dragon Ball History. Every game mode he has no issues with. Definitely a contender for Super Battle Road and Extreme Super Battle Road because, again, 30% damage reduction start of turn. And then him raising defense with a very high defensive stat and attack stat as well. Obviously, he's insanely good. This man definitely deserves it. And guys, we're going to go ahead and just rush through the back. So this is number 1. We got our boy Gogeta as 2. UI Goku as 3. Super Saiyan 4 Goku Vegeta as 4. Kefla 5. 6. Kaioken Goku. 7. 1000 Day Goku slash 2000 Day. Vegito as 8. Super Saiyan 3 Goku as 9, and Whis as 10, and we are now done, guys. So if you guys enjoyed, hit that like and sub. Let me know what you guys think about this tier list. Let me know how wrong I am or how correct I am. Doesn't matter. It's all just good conversation. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. Got a lot more tier lists coming at you for the next week, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody, and take care.